Hello and welcome back to the Cove with more EU4 Anglophile achievement. Now, we have not exactly had the best showing of our military prowess in this one, but we are finally at a point where we can absolutely destroy what is left. So it looks like Tuscany only has 50,000 troops and no manpower, and Venice has 92,000. Definitely hiring some mercenaries there. But we are going to fix that. We are going to destroy them thoroughly. So let's go ahead and bring our navies out of port. I may have forgotten to do that in the last episode, but we're going to work our way around now. So that's what we will do. We're going to go ahead and set up a couple of blockades, and then we're going to work our way to Venice proper. So if we check over here, how many ships do they have? They have 17 heavies. We definitely have that. We have 23. Their light ships, 34. We certainly have more. Galleys, they only have 12, and we certainly outnumber them with 37. So realistically, I'm not concerned in the slightest. We'll go ahead and make sure that we sink all of these ships, and then we're going to sail around. Alright, one other thing we also have is another colonist. So we should probably get them to work straight away. Go ahead and try and help out a little colonial Canada as much as we can. We're going to go ahead and find ourselves the... We're about to finish up here. We'll finish up there in the near future. Let's go ahead and send them there. Do we maybe work our way across the coast? You know what? Let's work our way up the coast first. Go ahead and send some more of the Irish over there. That should be fine. And that is where we'll pick up. So let's go ahead. Now we are sieging down Tuscany at the moment. And France and Castile are definitely putting in a fair bit of good work for us. So we're happily enjoying those little benefits as of this moment. But unfortunately, fall into, alright. It's going to be what it's going to be. Alright, what have we got here? Venice is bringing in a whole stack of men. Looks like they're potentially going to try and take us out here. What we're going to do is we're going to quickly rush down the port, and then if they come any closer, we're going to quickly sail our ships elsewhere. In fact, you know what? Sorry, we're not going to sail our ships elsewhere. We're going to move our soldiers as fast as possible. So with that in mind, let's go ahead and bring them onto the same siege, just to make sure that they're not going to get any clever ideas. It's not exactly the best as far as attrition is concerned, but at this stage I really do not care at this point. We just need to make sure that we are destroying them thoroughly. So we'll keep on condensing our regiments for our mercenaries, make sure that we are attacking as strongly as possible. We can afford to lose 20,000 sailors, it's not really an issue. And there we have it. We have ourselves the fort that we're after. So now with that in mind, let's work our way onto the capital. Let's work our way onto the other fort, and then in a couple of days we should have the occupied and besieged provinces modifier, where we can get these guys out of the war. So let's sue for peace. We're going to go with what we planned for last time. We're thinking of... what is this? Yes, we're not taking any land, but we are going to be going and making them give us war reparations, a good chunk of money, and then we're going to get them to annul treaties with a few people, make things a little bit more difficult for them in the future. And you know what? Let's see. 5 more dockets. I suppose we're that petty. And then we will... surely there's something else we could do. Military access, rivalries, Sicily's. Let's get rid of their alliance with Blanchard. That should be fine, as well as... no, that seems about all. Alright then, let's go ahead and set that demand. And that will do nicely. And now, with Venice, let's bring our men down. Yes, that's what we're going to do. We're going to go ahead and see about sieging down one of their exterior forts, while they are now forced to deal with Castile and France all on their own. And then we'll come by at the very, very end. Alright, so looks like we have another mercenary company. That is all well and good. It looks like we are going to be fairly safe from our troubles. Let's go. Let's see. You know what? We've actually got enough manpower that we're not in any particular trouble, so we're just going to stay here. We'll let our mercenaries take the front line if we do take a fight, but our men will take the siege as we are the ones with the cannons. Our blockade is incredibly effective. They're going to be in quite a little bit of trouble. Looks like Bar has ceased with our royal marriage as due to a death in the family, but we can always get that back nice and easily. We have another colony self-sustaining. Fantastic. Another minority expelled. We are doing rather good in that regard. Alright, so if that's the case, where do we want to go next? You know what? Let's go ahead and take this one as well. Let's send another one. Let's send more of the Irish from Cork. One of these days, we're going to be rid of them. Alright, let's see. What else can we do? Yeah, we're just going to sit back and relax, really. I think we're at a point... Oh, wow, we can even invest in technology. 10 time bonus. Good grief. Some people are really going for some early ideas. We will get to that, I'm sure. Let's see. So discontent. Combat wit. Navy morale. And an upgrade for our galleys. And then on the next military, we're going to get some cannons as well. Alright. So I guess for now, we're just going to sit back and relax with the amount of power that we have. We're going to enjoy the spoils of war. And let's go ahead and destroy Venice's economy. You know what? I don't think we've done it with the others, but we may even go so far as to get them to extend their trade power to us, as trade is certainly becoming more and more powerful as the game goes on. Taking that away from them would be a really painful thing for them to experience. Which, let's be honest, after all this hassle that they've caused us, I think they almost deserve. Alright, so we are down a little bit of war score. Fortunately, that is going to be the case when we don't have the objective being a show of superiority war and losing most of our battles. So, with that in mind, can we turn the favor in our advantage? And I feel like, oh wow, that's a very roundabout way to travel. Okay. Let's go. Let's travel into Venice. We're going to send some of our men to join France and see if we can take that port a little bit quicker. More conversions happening is always nice, gaining nice amounts of church power. Well, except the royal marriage with Bar, they are an elector, and that is a future objective of ours. So we will work our way towards that. You can go ahead and move there. And yeah, we're just going to go ahead and see if we can catch out that 35 stack, as that would be quite nice for us if we could get such a thing. Alright, mercenaries, you can do what you can do. I don't really mind about the zone of control at the moment. We did lose a general, unfortunately. The question is, what general did we lose? And we did 1, 2, 3, 4. So we're down a military leader. Let's go ahead and get a new one. So we'll recruit a general. And I think that's not too bad. A 3-2-5-1. At least he's a speedy fellow. You know what? Let's do that once more. We may as well max out our 6 out of 6 generals. And who is our other one? Oh wow, 4 siege. That is very nice. We'll fix that up in a minute. However, I did see we have a conquistador, and I think we had some men. Yeah, are you searching? You need to be searching for the 7 cities. We need to get rid of the last of that lost border. Alright. Let's see. Army mission cancelled. Stopped exploring. Has nowhere left to explore. Ah, maybe that is why. Okay, let's go. Oh, that must be desertous land then, if that's the case. Where do we send you to explore then? Yeah, all of these must be the wastelands that are left. Well then, if that is the case, you can go ahead and join up with the other military unit. Yeah, you can go ahead and deal with that. We're going to go ahead and drop you from the army over there. We don't really need you. So, yeah, we'll let you stay as is. Alright, looks like one siege is over. Fantastic. Let's bring both of our parties up over there and let's see how much we can scare them. Grasslands, honestly, that is fine by me. We can get our mercenaries to join in together. There we go. That will be a crushing defeat for them, I am certain. And yeah, their morale is very, very high, 7.7, which I'm honestly a little bit surprised at just how good that is. Looks like they have a papal blessing. Okay, that does make sense. Military drill is also assisting them, and a few other bits and pieces, but that is certainly adding up, which does explain why some of these fights are so difficult. We're outnumbering them about, what is that, 2.5 to 1, and we're still only barely winning. So, wherever we can find them, we should probably go ahead and take another battle if we can find them with fairly low morale or in fairly small number, which is not exactly, the best way. We'd rather be able to fight them in a one-on-one, but I don't think that that's going to happen. Let's see, if we were to start piecing out, we do have 15% war score, so we can take Crete. Okay, that is our main objective of this war. We still have plenty of reasons as well, so if we were to keep going, we could transfer a little bit of trade power if we so desired. We could even go for war reparations. We're going to check their treaties and see if we can stuff up their situation. Let's see. Provence, they weren't exactly a hassle. Salzburg, they're guaranteeing. Salzburg, are they an elector? We have Mainz, Bohemia, the Palatinate, Trier, Bar, Augsburg, and Verdun. Or Verdun, or whatever it is. So those are the ones we're going to try and make sure that they're not too happy with. Transylvania, all these people. Okay, so at this point it looks like they're just sort of attempting to prevent any more of an Ottoman incursion into Europe. More like a little bit of a buffer state. So I suppose for now, we don't really care about too many of their bases there. Yeah, Bohemia. Alright, so there's nothing really there to be gained. Let's go ahead and take the land that we can take. I know that that's not part of what we want, but if we do ever go up against the Ottomans, having a landing nearby is probably rather beneficial. So we'll go ahead and take that. Let's also go ahead and... Oh no, we cannot take war reparations as well. We are a couple of reasons off. Alright, so you know what? Maybe we're going for a little bit too much right now. We only really need this. I don't think I care too much about the Ottomans. We're not going to be fighting them for a while. We're going to have to fight a lot of the Mamelukes first. So, in that case, I think we leave that there. Go with war reparations, and... what else can we do? Transfer trade. No, we don't want the knights. We want theirs, but that is incredibly expensive. Yeah, okay, so you know what? We're going to see if we can hold out for just a little bit longer. In fact, you know what? No, never mind. They're getting close to taking Paris again, and we sort of need to keep on integrating them. So if we just quickly see, end of the month, yeah, since they're occupied, we're not making any progress. That's fine. We're going to go ahead and just piece them out then. We'll take what we can get. We got what we needed. We're not going to get them to revoke any cause. We're not going to go ahead and break off anything else. Let's just take what we need. Any treaties? No, we're not going to get anything from that. War reparations anymore? No. Let's just go ahead and say... Give us all the money you can afford. There we go. All right, set demand. We have succeeded where we needed to. We've got what we wanted. Let's bring our navies back to port. Now, we are probably going to have a little bit of an uprising over there, so let's send our mercenary company. No, we cannot do that. 48, 45, we should be able to. Disable automatic transportation. I don't think we are. Alright, you know what? We'll give it a little bit and we'll try that again. Maybe we'll turn that off and see if that helps. Yeah, mercenaries. Can we... No? Alright, we're just going to have to leave this for now, but we will get some troops over there. Minus some unrest or gain church power. Honestly, we're going to go with church power. Church power turns into money, so I like that idea. Alright, looks like we have some rebels in France's land, but I don't care about them. Can we... Rebel-controlled provinces. Hold your horses. Where on earth do we have rebels? It's not on the mainland. It's not in Europe. Let's see. Not down the coast of Africa. Not down at the Cape. Oh, there it is. The island of Mauritius. Okay, that we do need to handle. Right, let's go ahead and get them sorted. That shouldn't be too bad. We should also probably go ahead and dock them up at some point soon. Make sure that we upgrade those ships. And I think after that we should be fine. So, let's see. Yep, making progress again on France. That's what we needed. More mercenary companies are available. That's always nice. We can afford great projects. Ooh. Great project is a great idea. What have we got here? For the final one, we have the Malta forts, not the Falta Morts, and that will give us a global modifier for war score against other religions. Honestly, that is well and truly worth it to me. Let's go ahead and spend that money straight away, and see about. Do we spend money or do we spend manpower? Honestly, we're fairly close, and we're going to get that back very quickly. Let's go... go ahead and spend 2 of those. That should be fine. Oh, wait a second. Oh my goodness, did I just not quite read that properly? Oh, that's a very... Oh dear, did I just hold down shift? I feel like I may have just done a shift click. Oh dear, no, okay. Alrighty, alright, so I've just put myself in a little bit of a pickle. That is certainly not the plan. We're going to go straight to the National Manpower Modifier fellow. He is highly important for us. Yeah, that was a big boo-boo. For some reason, I think I'm used to doing that with the money. Shift clicking and force of habit may have just spent all of our manpower. So what I can see is a bit of a coalition beginning to form. So let's see. We're not going to go to war. We are going to go ahead and let's see. That mercantilism and money could be very useful. Potentially give us a little bit more. Give us a little bit more ability to build another barracks and reintroduce some manpower. Land morale, damage received, all of this. Nope. You know what? We definitely should have militarized a religious icon during that war. With all of that extra morale that they had, that would have been very important. Oh well. I never claimed to be a good player. I just said that this may be entertaining. Alright, let's go ahead and we'll go for the money. We'll sort that out. Let's go ahead and get some buildings built. Let's go straight for the training fields. We'll go with the cheapest ones first. Or do we go with improvement? 285 or 180? Let's go with the cheaper ones. We'll go with those. Not sure if the others are that good. 190? How much does this regularly cost? 285. Okay, so there's got to be some sort... Second. There we go. 285 is our regular cost. Let's go for the 190. We're going to try and get as much bang for our buck. And then we're going to go for Kent and Antwerpen. Alright, both of those should help out just a little bit. Yeah, we're going to need to spend a little bit of our power. We can afford some technology, but I don't think we will. We'll use a little bit of money. How much do we gain? We're going to go ahead and do that, but I've got to double check. How much money do we make per month? We make plenty. Okay. We'll lose the money. We got a treasure fleet as well. That'll certainly help out. We do need to go ahead and core Crete. But for some reason, we are converting it first. Okay. Yeah, unrest is pretty high, but the moment that flips over, that should be fine. Let's bring... let's detach the transport. Let's bring all of our galleys, and we're going to bring them to... No, let's bring them to Malta for now. That's probably the best place for them. And then with the rest... let's go ahead and... we'll bring those galleys over there as well. And then the transports we will separate. Yeah. Alright, and you know what? We may as well get an extra admiral. That'll do for now, I suppose. Let's throw him on our transports and bring these mercenaries over to Crete. Okay, fantastic. So they're now doing what we want. That's ideal. These guys have reinforced to capacity. Let's bring them... where are we going to need to attack next? Going to need to attack the Mamelukes if we want all of this extra land, so we're going to need to prepare for war with them. The question is, where are we going to do that from? Alright, well, you know what? For now, let's just go ahead and help out France with a little bit of their rebel issue. Probably didn't help that last war. So, yeah, let's go ahead and see if we can help them out for a little bit. Yeah, our manpower is growing back, but it's going to be a good couple of years before we have enough manpower back in our supply. So we may even... may have to come up with a clever way of figuring that out if we're not in too much trouble. Alright, we also have a stack of corruption. Oh my goodness, we have a lot of corruption. Let's see, can we go ahead and... fix that somehow? We want the economy tab. We are spending absolutely nothing, and we are dropping only 0.15 per year. Let's bring that up to a more reasonable number. There we go. That should be fine. We have money to spare. You know what? We have money to spare. Let's go ahead and root out as much as possible. We'll go for minus 1.15 per year. I'll take it. Alright, so it shouldn't be long until we get our next government reform either, so what are we looking at? 17. So next year we should be able to have that. That will be nice. Mercenaries, you can move over there, make sure we squash these rebels. And how are the Mamelukes doing? Honestly, oh wait, no, that's Tunis. Mamelukes are a fairly sizable enemy, so we are going to need a little bit of assistance from that one. We are also getting fairly close to maxing out on power, so I guess do we go for some early tech? Well, we've got nothing else to do with our admin power for a little while. We're just going to be sinking it into development, which will generate a little bit more money, but I think an idea could be beneficial. So if we were going to go for an idea, what would we want? I feel like quality ideas could be alright. Extra infantry compatibility, extra yearly army and navy tradition, cavalry compatibility, extra ship durability, morale of navies, naval attrition, and there we are. The artillery compatibility is very nice. Not to mention extra discipline could be particularly good. Either that or we go for offensive. Leader shock, recruitment time, land fire leader, as well as prestige from land battles. Siege ability is very nice. Also with 5% discipline and recover army morale speed. Well then, I think if we didn't go for either of those, there would be, well, quantity ideas. So extra manpower, that could be very nice. Manpower recovery speed. You know what? Maybe that's what we go for. Yeah, let's just overwhelm our enemies with a particular amount of troops. And let's just double check. Does that double up with anything that we already have for a policy? We have with, let's see, exploration ideas, land leader maneuver and movement speed, attrition for enemies and shock damage, as well as morale of armies and recovery of morale speed. Oh, and expansion also gives us a global settler increase as well as land force limit modifier. You know what? Those are fairly solid, and the extra manpower and things could be rather good, or at least in the short term. Alright, so you know what? I think I've talked myself into it. We're going to go ahead and pick up the tech right about now. Let's go ahead and... let's see. We'll afford that in 2 years. That's with an extra 60%. That's fine. We can afford this. We're going to go ahead and do the technology. We're then going to go ahead and pick up quantity ideas, and we're going to pick up that first idea for the national manpower modifier. There we go. That'll help us get back up on our feet rather quickly. And then the next one is manpower recovery speed. You know what? We might even pick that up too, but that will be probably for the next episode. I'm not 100% sure which way we're going to expand, but we do need to expand. We just need to be a little bit more careful now. So maybe that's going to be mercenaries. Maybe it's going to be a... maybe in another portion of the world with slightly less strong nations. But either way, we will figure that out in the next one. So if you do want to see that, go to hit that subscribe button. It is the best way to catch all future content, and I'll see you next time. So until then, thank you for tuning in to the Leviathan Co. The Leviathan, signing out.